Hey guys, welcome back to the studio. I wanted to share with you a post that showed up on my feed earlier today. It was actually published less than 24 hours ago. It is by Rehan Jalali, a local Houstonian who also happens to be a celebrity trainer to the likes of, Ben Affleck and Batman and all that other stuff. But he's worked with a lot of celebrities, and I also know a couple of folks whom he has worked with directly in terms of health and fitness. And so he's a professional in that space. And one of the things that he posted recently, I'm just going to go ahead and read to you. I read it earlier this morning. I thought it to be very beneficial. So check this out. This is in relation to Ramadan. Ramadan is less than a week away. Actually, it's a few days away. This is the last weekend coming up right now. Last weekend coming up before Ramadan starts. So Rehan Jalali is sharing some much needed advice for anybody who's going to be getting into this. So let's begin. Been getting tons of requests for this. So for those of you who will be observing fasting in Ramadan, surviving a 6-hour fast while improving focus, health, energy, and fitness. This is by Rehan Jalali, C.S.N. Due to the intermittent fasting movement, many people have incorporated regular fasting into their lives. The 8-hour diet and others are very popular these days. Well, Ramadan is the NBA championship of fasting. Most people see the month of Ramadan as a time when they will surely lose strength or muscle mass, and some people think they can only maintain muscle during this month. This cannot be further from the truth, in fact. If you use some of the strategies I'm about to share with you, you can make some of your best gains during this month. It's all about maximizing nutrient intake, lowering any chance of deficiencies, maintaining proper hydration, boosting immune function, maximizing while on little sleep, and modifying key fat burning and muscle building hormones in your favor during this month. And of course, preparation. If you fail to plan, then you plan to fail. Plus, how can you truly maximize this month spiritually and get in the zone if your body is sick, tired, and your mind isn't sharp? Make sure you set specific fitness goals for Ramadan, write them down and put them on your fridge, and go and achieve them. This year, the fasting will be strenuous, around 16 hot and humid hours, especially for those of you who are in Houston or in the South, generally speaking. 16 hot and humid hours a day. More if you happen to live in the UK or parts of Europe. So you must be more vigilant about hydration and the food you eat. First of all, let's look at what happens to your body during Ramadan. While you're fasting, obviously you become more dehydrated at rest, but actually less if you had exercise aerobically or over an hour. So exercise causes greater dehydration for that time period versus fasting. Your main metabolic fuel source for bodily function during fasting is mainly fat, which is a good thing, semi-ketosis state. So the goals during Ramadan are to maximize metabolism, even though your metabolism may slow down due to less food and little sleep. Preserve and enhance as much lean muscle mass as possible, which inherently increase metabolic rate and allow you to burn more calories at rest. And maximize your workout, both cardio and weight training. During Ramadan, depending on your goals, I really recommend that you limit cardio to 1 to 3 days a week at the most. What's interesting is even in my own training that I've received in the past, the programming, generally because my coaches have also incorporated intermittent fasting a lot, which actually, when that happened, in fact, I made a lot of progress on my own. And a big part of that whole setup was like, look, do cardio once a week, maybe twice a week, but not more than that. So during Ramadan, depending on your goals, I really recommend that you limit cardio to 1 to 3 days a week at the most. This is again to preserve as much lean muscle tissue as possible. There is actually research showing the health benefits of fasting. It is truly a physical purification. According to a study published in the reputable European Journal of Clinical Nutrition, the researchers concluded that no detrimental effects on health have yet been directly attributed to negative water balance at the levels that may be produced in Ramadan. Other research has actually shown cardiovascular benefits of fasting during Ramadan. That is, if you can avoid the IBS, no, not irritable bowel syndrome, but the dreaded iftar binging syndrome. It is vital to eat moderate to small meals even after iftar, which is the breaking of the fast. Studies show Ramadan fasting lowers blood pressure, lowers inflammation, improves cardiovascular health, and causes enhancements in platelet count. Platelets are basically they're basically cells without a nucleus that help in blood clotting and healing. So essentially, if you're getting enhancement in platelet count, that means your body is healing a lot faster. At least that would be my understanding. Plus, fasting is now showing immune system rejuvenation and stem cell regeneration. There you go. Training times. Okay. Enough of the background. Let's get to the meat of it. I'm going to set the record straight here. The best time to do a weight training workout is not while fasting. This can create way too much muscle breakdown and cause a significant rise in a catabolic hormone called cortisol. I believe this is especially important for those people who are untrained, because there will be a different physiological effect on those people who are trained when they do engage in training while fasting versus those people who have no training whatsoever. So training while in a state of dehydration can decrease strength significantly. In fact, research indicates that dehydrating a muscle by as little as 3% can cause a 12% loss in strength. Fun fact for everybody listening or watching is that, those bodybuilders that basically shred down to like 4% body weight, they're actually extremely dehydrated. And in fact, when they're on stage, posing and things like that, that's actually them in a very weak state. So just an FYI, I just want to throw it out there. Training while you are fasting can actually be more detrimental than beneficial. This is mainly due to no water intake. If it was just food and you were hydrated, no problem. The best time to weight train during Ramadan is at night. This will ensure that you will have several meals and plenty of water in your system before going to the gym. This will also allow you to consume your important post-workout meal or shake, which is essential to muscle growth and even fat loss. If this is too late, then the next best time to weight train is about 1 hour before breaking the fast. You can do a short but intense 20 to 30 minute workout. In fact, research shows that a reduced training volume during Ramadan can maximize lean muscle and strength. The best time to do cardio work for maximum fat loss is before the pre-dawn meal, i.e. suhoor. So yep, that's the truth. So get up at 4 a.m., go do your workout. If you're planning on maintaining a 2 workout a day schedule, for those of you professionals and hardcores and my fellow martial arts folks, this would be the time to do it before suhoor and just after or just before breaking of the fast. Of course, most people I know will not want to get up at around 3:30 a.m. and do cardio. If you can pull this off, then the best thing to do is to get up and drink plenty of water with a cup of coffee, green tea, or oolong tea, high mountain oolong or monkey picked oolong from my buddy Ammar, and perform 6 to 9 minutes of high intensity cardio workout like sprinting. Stretch before and after the session. If this is out of the question for you, the next best time to do cardio is approximately 30 to 45 minutes after a light breaking of the fast. I will define this shortly. Short, high-intensity cardio like sprinting is actually great to do during Ramadan. It takes less than 10 minutes and provides the maximum benefit in terms of fat burning and lean muscle preservation. This isn't driving Miss Daisy cardio. It's very intensive. For example, sprint for 15 to 20 seconds at full speed like a dog or the police is chasing you. And walk for about 1 minute. Then do 5 to 6 cycles like that, and you're good. Another example of this is anybody familiar with Tabata training. You can just look it up and you'll see what I mean. Tabata is actually very common amongst the CrossFit community and even within the martial arts community because it's something that's very structured, very used, and there's a lot of research behind it, but same concept. According to some research, rinsing the mouth with water or a carbohydrate solution during the fast while exercises can improve sports performance. So now you know when to train. It's time to learn what to eat. And, in my personal experience, especially when training, when I came down to Houston, it's because Houston is a lot different in climate than Washington, D.C., New York, or New Jersey. And so there's a lot more humidity, a lot more dehydration. One of the things that you definitely run the risk of is, especially because of dehydration, is cramping up. So that's one of the things that you definitely have to be wary of. I personally highly advise that, definitely go with what I have done before is Ramadan. During Ramadan, the sun sets, we eat a date, we pray, and then from there I basically grab maybe 16 ounces of black tea lemonade, and with that I will eat half a banana, another couple of dates, and then from there get onto the workout, and I'll do a basic weight training workout, and I'll do that 3 to 4 times a week, and so by the time I'm done with my workout, 35-40 minutes, and then from there end up going for prayer services. And then when I come, before I go to prayer services, I'll eat a dinner or a meal or a shake, and then I'll go for prayer services, have another meal, and then I'm ready to go. So now you know when to train. It's time to learn what to eat and drink. Think water, and some more water. So for suhoor meal, which is the morning / pre-dawn before the day of fasting has began, for the pre-dawn meal, it is imperative to drink plenty of water, preferably something in high pH like Essentia, Aqua Hydrate, or Essence. Now, one thing that I like to do is a quick and easy hack, and something that I've been doing for a little while, is take a little bit of salt and a little bit of lime or lemon, squeeze it into the water, shake it up, and maybe add a little bit of honey as well. Mix that up, and that'll be a good blend for your body to absorb that. I've done this on runs. I've done this as part of the first thing that I drink in the morning. So it allows for your body to essentially absorb all of that water. I mean, again, if you don't have access to or you're not familiar with what these brands are, that might be a good alternative. Eat a good blend of protein, carbohydrates, fiber, and essential fats. That's right, good fats have many fat loss, health, and muscle building properties, and their importance is even greater during Ramadan. Nutrient dense is the key here. Good suhoor food includes egg whites, which is 1 to 2 yolks, chicken breast, oatmeal, preferably steel cut or multi-grain, cream of wheat, protein shake, Trader Joe's granola bars, cinnamon, bananas, raw dark honey, raisins or dates, watermelon, figs, fibrous vegetables. This will help you increase the feeling of fullness as well. All natural peanut butter or almond butter, hemp, flax, chia seeds, flaxseed, and fish oil. A great and tasty brand is Omega Swirl from Barleans, barleans.com. And Country Life has a high DHA fish oil, which would be good for mental function. Olive oil, preferably extra virgin, which means it's cold processed and the essential fatty acids are preserved. Interesting thing about heat, right? And this is true for both oils as well as vegetables. There are certain minerals and there are certain properties and nutrition that are prevalent in these foods before they're cooked, and then there's other minerals and properties that are prevalent after it's cooked because of the catalyst of heat. For example, spinach, when you eat the spinach raw versus if you eat it cooked. And in one state, you'll be able to absorb the iron, and in the other state, you'll be able to absorb all of the multivitamins and micronutrients that exist. But that's why it's a good idea to eat a combination of these vegetables. It's the same thing with oil, especially olive oil. It's got certain properties when it's raw. It's got another certain properties when it's been heated. And so that's why some of the best options actually in the case of oil, when it's cold processed or when it's uncooked, that might in fact be the best way to consume it. That's why adding a little bit of oil to a salad is not a bad idea. It is important to take a solid multivitamin, multimineral supplement with the pre-dawn meal, aka suhoor, as well as to make sure your daily minimum requirements of key nutrients are met. A few good ones are Perfect Family by Super Nutrition and Daily Complete from Ultimate Nutrition. Taking extra vitamin C and vitamin E can also be helpful. A great product is Emergency from Alicer. It is very important to watch your sodium intake at this time, as high sodium can cause greater dehydration plus increased thirst during the day, which is not good for fasters. Avoid high sodium food like soups, sauces, condiments, gravies, high sodium bread products, and canned meats, and generally canned foods as well. Of course, eating fried foods and heavy oil items, i.e. samosas, can cause heartburn and problems for you all day. So it is best to avoid those if possible. And if it's not causing a problem for you all day because you're not eating it in the morning, but you are eating it for the breaking of the fast, is going to cause you those same problems into the evening. So avoid them as best as possible. Iftar meal, sunset time to break the fast. This is a key time for rehydration. Breaking the fast with dates and water is profound nutritionally. You will see that dates are very unique in their nutrient content. It's a superfood, folks. Get that. They contain very high levels of potassium, much more than a banana, a key rehydration mineral, and a special carbohydrate blend that enhances hydration above and beyond water alone. They contain a special blend of glucose and fructose for short and long-term energy. They also have a special nutrient called beta-D-glucan, which is a soluble fiber that can enhance satiety and digestive health. So basically, when you eat a date and water for iftar, your body gets hydrated again much faster than with water alone. This is a complex topic, but I don't want to bore you with the details. You can think of dates and water as a very advanced form of Gatorade. No doubt. In fact, I'll tell you just from my own personal experience, some of the bike rides that I would some of the bike rides that I would go on, I'm talking about your 100-mile century type of bike rides. One of the things I would just generally always put in, I would typically take 2 water bottles. One water bottle was my mix of Himalayan salt and lime and a little bit of honey. That's been then, like, I mix it warm and then I throw ice in it to cool it down. And the second water bottle is typically what I call my date water. And so essentially I take some Meshdul dates or whatever dates that if I run out of dates, I'll buy them at the store on my ride, and I'll throw 3 or 4 of them into the water itself. And by the time I get to the bottom of the bottle, I just eat the dates too. And in fact, when I biked from New York City to Canada, which is a 450-mile bike ride, one of my key things that I basically had in front of me the whole time was basically a box of dates. So I can attest to the superfood reality of what dates are, because no other food has been that good at sustaining me through that kind of activity. So yes, it is basically your nature's way of providing Gatorade to us just naturally. In fact, clinical research published in the International Journal of Food Science and Nutrition entitled "The Fruit of the Date Palm, its possible use as the best food for the future?" concluded that dates may be considered as an almost ideal food, providing a wide range of essential nutrients and potential health benefits. You should also eat some quality protein at iftar time as well. I recommend 3 dates and a protein powder like Carb Zero SRO by VPX Sports or Beast Protein from Beast Nutrition. Of course, drink plenty of water. In fact, keep a water bottle with you at all times after sunset. Then, 1 to 1.5 hours later, so 60 to 90 minutes later, have a food meal or follow the schedule above for cardio. Then, during prayer, have a protein bar or ready-to-drink protein shake in the middle. Not while you're praying, of course. Or have another small protein and complex carb meal afterwards. Drink plenty of water if you have a protein bar, Quest, Combat, Nugo, Stronger Bars, or Power Crunch if you want a lighter version. Then go train about 30 to 45 minutes after eating the bar. Bar is optional. A great pre-workout drink like Vex from Alpha Pro Nutrition or Bang from VPX can be beneficial for energy and strength levels. You can also take a BCAA branch chain amino acid product like BCAAG by MRM or Amino Rush BCAA by VPX during and right after the workout to preserve lean muscle. After the workout, also have another nutrition shake as mentioned a few lines ago with plenty of water. Do not overeat meals at night. I know this is going to be very challenging for most folks, but yes, and part of it might be is to avoid making eating the social function, but rather focus on having food as a means and to have energy to do the things that are actually important in Ramadan, which is Ramadan understands the month of feeding others, not eating for yourself. So again, do not overeat meals at night. Your body loves hemostasis and wants to maintain a certain balance. You literally have to shock it constantly to lose fat and gain muscle over the long run. There's so much wisdom in eat and drink, but not to excess. This is a sample Ramadan meal plan for fat loss and muscle gain as provided by Mr. Rehan Jalali. This plan is for a 170-pound male. Please adjust amounts for body weight. I'm about 200, so I'm probably going to eat minimum this stuff. Suhoor, which is your pre-dawn meal. Eat 6 to 8 egg whites with 1 yolk, 1 bowl of plain oatmeal with cinnamon raisins and 3 dates, 1 teaspoon all natural peanut butter, almond butter or olive oil or flaxseed oil, 1 tablespoon of Barlean's Omega Swirl, plenty of water, which is 16 to 24 ounces, a perfect family by Super Nutrition 2 pills, multivitamin, mineral, turmeric. Now, that's for suhoor. Next is iftar, which is the breaking of the fast in the evening. 3 to 5 dates and a nutrition shake, Beast Nutrition Zero Carb SRO by VPX Sports, and plenty of water. For cardio workouts, do cardio 30 to 45 minutes after this meal for 30 to 45 minutes at a moderate pace, or do a sprint workout if you have less time. Then have the next meal before the night prayers. Have a cup of green tea, oolong tea, or coffee with iftar on cardio days. Just an FYI, why green tea? Why oolong tea? Why not black tea? Tea has different benefits depending on how much has been fermented So generally speaking, green tea and oolong tea help with digestion, but they don't also have the same kind of kick or bitterness or boldness as black tea. On the other hand, coffee, fun fact about coffee, the darker the coffee, the less caffeinated it is. But at the same time, if you're looking for a decaffeinated coffee, understand that an 8-ounce cup of coffee versus an 8-ounce cup of black tea. Understand that black tea, which is a fully fermented tea, has about 20% the caffeine of a cup of coffee. So basically, tea has 20%. Black tea, the darkest tea, most fermented tea, has about 20% the caffeine of a cup of coffee. And thus, if you want to have less caffeine, go for teas instead. Oolong teas have less caffeine than black tea, and green teas have less caffeine than oolong tea, and white teas have less caffeine than green teas. Generally speaking, the less caffeinated or fermented a tea is, the more antioxidants it has, and vice versa. So FYI tidbit for you guys. For weight training days, eat another food meal before prayers, like chicken breast or lean beef sirloin, top round, eye of the round, brown rice, and some veggies. Or baked fish, salmon, I love salmon, tuna, cod or mahi-mahi, sweet potato, and some steamed vegetables. Drink plenty of water during the workouts, and you can take the BCAA drinks during as well. Train intensely, and short workouts should last about 20 to 35 minutes. And here's the reality. You might want to make the workout longer, but you're just going to burn yourself out. You're going to get gassed very quickly because you just got fuel and you're going to it's just going to go, you're going to feel tired. And plus, if you start your workout shortly after you break your fast, and you've already prayed Maghrib, you really don't have that much time before you have to go for the evening prayers at the mosque. It is in your best interest to make the workouts quick and to the point. After the workout, have another nutrition shake, lots of water, of course, and then sleep for about 45 minutes later, or stay up all night, eating, praying, and working if your schedule and work environment enables you to do so. But I think most 9-to-5ers will not be able to maintain that, considering you have to stay up during the day. So obviously, plan and execute accordingly. Following these simple workout and nutrition tips can really help you make great gains. God bless. Top 6 healthy foods for Ramadan. Number 1, dates. They contain a unique blend of glucose and fructose and have very high potassium content, about 64% more than bananas. They have a nutrient called beta-D-glucan, which has a soluble fiber that has health benefits and can increase the feelings of fullness. That's number 1. Number 2, raw, unfiltered honey. It contains many phytochemicals and flavonoids. These are big words. I don't know the meaning of them. Go look it up. That can enhance health, so just understand that's what it does. Honey is very good for increasing energy. It is an excellent source of antioxidants. In fact, ORAC tests show that it has the highest level of antioxidants of virtually any natural food on earth. It even has antibacterial effects. Take 1 to 2 tablespoons daily. I like to mix it in my tea. Fish. Eating fish regularly can have positive effects on health. Fish oils, EPA, and DHA have been shown to improve brain function, enhance cardiovascular health, and reduce inflammation, among other things. Some of the best fish are cold water wild salmon, orange or white rogi, deep sea black cod, sea bass, ahi tuna, mahi-mahi, low sodium albacore tuna, and tilapia. Number 4, figs. They contain key minerals such as calcium, iron, magnesium, and potassium. They are also a great source of fiber and can support healthy blood sugar levels. Figs are an alkaline food. That means they help balance the pH of the body, making it less acidic. Olive oil. That's number 5. Olive oil contains omega-9 or oleic fatty acids. It has been shown to increase the good cholesterol, which is the HDL, while lowering the bad cholesterol, which is the LDL. It also seems to have some antioxidant effects. Look for extra virgin olive oil, cold press. So cooking the oil can lower some of its benefits. Thus, you want to add it to the food after the food itself has been cooked. Watermelon, 92% water and very hydrating. My friend Ammar loves watermelon. So, not everybody, but definitely watermelon, 92% water, very hydrating. Don't freeze watermelon. Whatever you do, just don't freeze it. I tried it, not a good idea. I love frozen grapes because it became like popsicles and like popping candy, but watermelon just became like a block of ice. Anyway, watermelon, 92% water and very hydrating, also contains citrulline, lycopene, and minerals for health and fitness. This article here that Rehan Jalali has published is for informational purposes only. Please consult your doctor and in terms of what would be the best option for you. Having said that, guys, happy Ramadan or early happy Ramadan. See you guys soon. I'm going to be documenting my my journey through this year's Ramadan. So it should be fun. It's going to be a warm, toasty, and awesome month to take benefit from, and looking forward to coming out of it stronger, coming out of it as a strong, lean, mean fighting machine, both physically and spiritually. Having said that, guys, thanks you for listening. If you have any questions, go ahead and ask Rehan about it. It's you can check him out on his Facebook, which is facebook.com/I Rehan Jalali. That's I as in the letter I, REHAN JALALI. That's his Facebook page. Having said that, I'll see you soon.